game developers. They produce some of the most enjoyable content on the market. However, sometimes those developers go astray. Usually it is not the workers themselves, the people actually coding and designing the game. No. The people who go astray are more often than not the management. Management is the bane of video game developers. Quick disclaimer, if my voice sounds different in this video, that would be because I am sick. The big congestion has consumed me, and because I do not have a backlog of videos, well, you get to deal with sick me. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program. Over the years, we have seen many cases of video game management being atrocious. Whether it be design decisions, monetization decisions, what have you. They do not understand the player. But we're not talking about those events of the past. We have a modern event. Something that happened just recently. Escape from Tarkov, if you have not heard of it, is a PvP extraction shooter. It is incredibly tactical in nature, scratching an itch that not really any other games have been able to accomplish. Unfortunately, BattleState Games has done screwed the pooch. They decided to release a $250 purchase option, which they did not classify as a DLC. One of the two major problems with this purchase option is that it offered exclusive access to a PvE mode, a completely new game mode that they were releasing. So that means they were locking new, tangible content behind a $250 purchase, which is absurd in and of itself, but it gets worse. Previously, there was a purchase option that you could get for Escape from Tarkov for $150, which, with the purchase of this bundle, you would receive for free all other DLCs released for the game. However, because BattleState Games does not classify this as DLC, they don't get it. So they just pissed off some of their earliest and most loyal supporters. Oh, and it gets better. The COO at BattleState Games came out and made a statement on Reddit. They said the purchasers of the $150 bundle would get access to the PvE mode once the game is fully released. Now, there's a slight problem with that. This game has been in closed beta since 2017, so who knows if this game will ever fully release. Which games that stay in early access forever are one of the things that grinds my gears the most. It's just so absurd. I feel like the perpetual early access state would be understandable if it's maybe a solo developer or a small team working on a game, not an actual studio. I did a quick Google search, and it says BattleState Games has over 100 employees. You are not a small studio. You have no excuse to be in closed beta for 7 years. But that is not the main point. The cherry on top of the first post he did is offering the people who purchased the $150 bundle a 50% discount, which, oh boy, that ground people's gears real badly. Basically just that Mr. Krabs clip of, I like money. And in response to the negative feedback of the first post, he decided to make a second post, which appears to have been the straw that broke the camel's back, in a way, because he stated, and I quote, "Let me continue my feedback on the current situation. First of all, I would like to say that I am very sorry that fans and the game community in general are experiencing these feelings. Unfortunately, I somehow did not foresee the fact of such a reaction, and now I have drawn conclusions for my future decisions." Unquote. The wording of particularly that second sentence sent people off the rails. It's a shame the game isn't on Steam, because I imagine there would be some spicy reviews to read over there. But there is the subreddit we can peek in on. And if we do so, we can see all of the top posts within recent time have basically been, "We hate this game." There's even one amusing one, which is just, "I have uninstalled the game. It got like 10,000 upvotes. But back to the matter of content. In the second statement, he said the PvE content would become available to the people who purchase the $150 bundle in waves because of server capacity issues. Now, I'm not aware of, historically, how the servers in Tarkov fare, but that seems like an incredible cop-out just to try and string people along in hopes that they will cave in, just shell out money to get the full experience. Now, this incident has shown at least the upper managers at BattleState Games are incredibly out of touch. And to dogpile on this situation, the first Escape From Tarkov esports team, Evasion GG, had posted how terrible their experiences were with BattleState as a company. All of this has led to a significant amount of people just ditching the game entirely. But while this has caused a lot of outrage on the internet, I honestly don't foresee it causing that much of an issue with Tarkov's long-term survivability. One of the things I've noticed, being a video game player who can see both the in-game community and then the internet community is such a small part of the actual player base. The people getting verbally upset over name a thing that happens in a video game are such a small percent of the actual players that it doesn't really matter. So while the Escape From Tarkov devs have done messed up and are chasing people away from their game, I don't foresee the average Joe who just gets on to have fun, maybe like after work, leaving the game because they may not even know about what's going on. They probably don't. But that's enough of me rambling on. While I am a few days late to this topic, I still thought it prudent to cover such information. While my audience isn't significant to any degree, the more people who can know and hold people responsible for their actions, the better. Now, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. On your way out, you'll see that funny little subscribe button. So why don't you hit it? Just like you would slap some sense into an out-of-touch manager. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not, have a wonderful day. Bye.